Before watching the clip that I'm about to show you, remember, even the pro-choice group, the Guttmacher Institute, they say that most late-term abortions, this is important, are not because of birth defects or because of health of the mother. So when Buttigieg goes on to say in this clip, like, oh, late-term abortions mean there's some kind of terrible health problem, according to his own sources, he's flat out lying. Now you see the clip.
From pro-life people like me was that you meant a baby actually being born, and then possible, there's a lot of controversy with Governor Northam and what it means and what time a woman should be able to have an abortion. I just wanted you to clarify, because I found that statement to be pretty radical.
Well, I'm just pointing to the fact that different people will interpret their own moral lights, and for that matter, interpret Scripture differently.
Partial birth abortion is something that was coming up in like I said, Governor Northam. It was a huge controversy when he was running for governor.
Right,
I think
here comes a
people,
layup.
even Democrats, and there are a lot of pro-life Democrats in the country, want to know exactly where your line is, because you will be the president if you win.
Right, but my point is that it shouldn't be up to a government official to draw the line. It should be up to the woman who's confronted with the choice.
Invoking infanticide after a baby was born, you'd be comfortable
Does anybody
with that.
seriously think that's what these cases are about?
Think
about the situation.
That, yes.
If this is a late-term situation, then by definition, it's one where a woman was expecting to carry the pregnancy to term. Then she gets the most, perhaps, devastating news of her life. We're talking about families that may have picked out a name, maybe assembling a crib, and they learn something excruciating and are faced with this terrible choice. And I don't know what to tell them morally about what they should do.
She's trying to give him rope to pull in his lifeboat. It's like, here you go, here's rope, here's a life string. And he's like, what? And he's strangling himself with it.
Exactly.
And she's just sitting like, hey, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What is it? Right away. What do you think about stop! Stop!
It hurts.
As if the cackling weren't enough. Now I gotta deal with your mic pops. It's it's like they're out stupiding each other. So this is completely untrue. It's not only untrue by the source, but let me give you something, a thought exercise here, okay? We know that from the Guttmacher Institute, that's not the case for the vast majority of late-term abortions. There's almost no time where a late-term abortion is medically necessary, period, ever. But do you really buy that? Do you really buy that for a second? This is a gross disservice to women who have miscarriages or women who want to have children that are birth complications. Because if a woman actually had the room painted and a crib up and she's had a housewarming party, a baby shower, and they've done a whole gender reveal, which I guess is also hate speech now. Maybe you won't be able to buy an AR-15 after that. I have no idea, according to Pete Buttigieg. But do you really think that this mom is the kind of mom who is going to abort that baby at 8 or 9 months? If there is a 0.05% chance of that baby living, that mother of course is going to go through with the birth, because to them, going through the process of birth is a small price to pay. I'm not saying it's a small price to pay, but to them, even for the possibility that this baby, this human being, could be brought into the world. Do you really even believe he's trying to paint a hypothetical scenario to tug on your heartstrings? Let's use it. A mom paints the walls blue. It's going to be a boy. The mom's been taking prenatal vitamins. The mom is not a Planned Parenthood activist. The mom actually wants to have this baby. The mom's gone and had ultrasounds. The mom has already named the baby. And the doctor says the baby's doing well. And all of a sudden there's a complication where this baby may or may not make it, like a Tim Tebow, at 8 months or 9 months. And you think that mom goes, oh, well, get the forceps. Really?
No.
Really?
Yeah. No.
It's just amazing to me, the dishonesty and the fact that he wouldn't just take the layup and say, well, of course I'm against infanticide.
Yeah.